forgotten the mic. Sorry about that. Hello, whoever's out there. Greetings. Jeez. Haven't hit nothing. Greetings, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday night. But I'm shooting like I suck. Let's see if we get better. I finally hit something. Samantha Garcia said hi. Hello, Samantha. How are you? Hope your weather there is as good as it is here. It's like low mid 70s. But I'm not shooting like the weather's good. There we go. Boom. CG, buddy, how's it going? Everybody else is at the tournament, but I'm stuck here in my yard. Amanda Figueroa. Where can you get one like this? This slingshot is from a company in the US called Simpleshot. It's called the Scout LT2. If you're in the US, that's like the best place. Sorry, my nose itches. It's the best place to get started. They have just about everything you could ever want in a slingshot. And if you go down in the description of this video, I have a link to it. You use that link to buy something that'll help you out. If you're not in the US, Simpleshot still has some of their merchandise on Amazon. So Amazon would be a good place to get there. Get something there if you're not in the US. They have a very limited selection there, not their whole inventory, but Simpleshot just has so many slingshots. Bands, ammo, everything you could ever want. McIver said, good evening. Austin said, hello. Ben asked how old I am. As my aunt likes to say, I'm 46 and dyslexic. You figure that one out. I'm 46 and dyslexic. Man, my shooting is way, way off tonight. Usually with this slingshot, I'm hammering things. Just the tiniest bit off. There we go. Funny how when you take your time and do it right, it works. See if we can hit that pheasant bottom row there. Boom. And I line things up the way I'm supposed to. I'm so British. Nope. Definitely American. Shoot that little frog. Ooh, I just nipped him. Yeet. How you doing, buddy? About to say, thanks. I don't know if that's a compliment or not for Wise. But thank you anyway. How's it going, Yeet, buddy? You're one of the few like me that aren't at the tournament this weekend. Seem to be very talented. Well, I like doing this. Let's just say that. There are some shooters out there that I've competed against that are way better than me. I've been telling people I'm pretty good, but I'm not a sniper. There's some people that's just they hardly miss. When I'm missing by that far. So close. Plotting your camping trip. Where are you going camping, Yeet? Oh, that hammered that target. That was a good shot. I'm too broke for tournaments. Don't even have bands right now. Yeet, buddy. Gotta fix you up, man. Gotta fix you up. Can't have you sitting around not shooting because you can't even build bands. Where are you located, Yeet? Maybe I could send you a couple. I gotta make a bunch this weekend anyway. Somebody actually is paying me to make some bands for them. Don't know if I want to do it very often, but I could maybe sneak a few in for you. Oh, you're waiting on snail mail. Does that mean you're going to have some bands coming in? Then you can be shooting again. Can't have you not shooting. That'd be like a sin. Dang, I am way, way off tonight. I am in Wisconsin, just north of Illinois. Oop, I smacked her. All right, let's try and hit that frog again. Tonight, I got 2 cans hanging up to blow up. Should be a lot of fun. I am so close to that little frog. That little frog's like right there. Dang. I'm dancing all around him. Jeez, maybe I shouldn't shoot at cans tonight. I might not even be able to hit them things. I tipped him. In all fairness, I am shooting at really, really, really cool targets. Bands, material, fun. Oh, so you'll be making your own band soon. Wise, hey, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend and a good evening or whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Thanks for stopping by and asking a few questions. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like on the way out. Oh, there we got him. We smacked his butt. $116 people and only 8 likes. Come on, we can do better than that. Somebody's got, well, 8 people like me. I got the 50. Enough to knock him down. I'm prepared tonight. If I break a band, I got my spare bands right down there. Somebody said I'm not very accurate. Tonight, I'm certainly not. Usually I shoot way better than I'm shooting now, but I'm starting and shooting on pretty small targets. But usually with this slingshot, I'm pretty good. I'm not going to win any tournaments, but some days you got it, some days you don't. And this might be one of them you don't got it days. There we go. Got the pheasant. Let's get the spinner in the middle on the top row. There we go. That little squirrel better get out of the way. See if we get that spinner again. Nope, a little high. Flinched when I let go. This is probably not my best shooting day. There we go. Got her again. I wouldn't say I'm the sniper king. What's your patch on your ammo bag? Oh, the patch. That's from a boys' camp I go to every year. So, oh, it's upside down, silly me. It's a boys' ministry that I work in their summer camp, and that was the patch from last year. And they give you a patch every year. I have no idea what it'll look like this year. But if it's cool, I'll put it on my bag. Oh, got that pheasant. Hey, we're up to 10 likes. Let's go, people. All you gotta do is double smack your screen. It's all it takes. It's 2 double tips. Ooh, got it. What distance am I shooting? I am shooting at the standard competition distance of 10 meters or 33 feet US. For most competitions with knockdowns and a lot of the other aspects of shooting, except for the woods course and the distance, 33 feet or 10 meters is the standard. So I've got what's left of a red line in my yard, measured it to 33 feet, plus where I'm standing, you can't see, it's completely worn down to dirt. So I don't really have to measure anymore. I just know where to go stand. So I'm at 33 feet, give or take a few inches or a few centimeters. Neat. Not Uncle Philip today. I am. But Mr. Sam, the dude, is at the Slingshot tournament. So he's not here or online because they don't have good cell service out there. From what I understand, I was just messaging him during dinner. Seems like he did okay. He said he thinks he scored a 191, which if that's what his score was, that would have won the amateur division at the Midwest tournament that I was at. Don't know about the East Coast tournament, but he did really good on the woods course. He got 24 out of 30 targets. When I did the woods course, I only got 12 or 13 of the targets. Looks like, sorry if I can't see your name very good. Somebody said hi, hello, I'm sorry. CG, very cool. Joseph is back. I've seen you around here before. Hey, how's it going? Another regular. Joseph, don't be turned off by my shooting tonight. I suck. I am not on. Usually with this tournament, this slingshot, I'm like lights out. I'm about an inch off or less. and it's not consistently in one direction. It's all over. So I'm just either jittery or flinching or something. Something ain't right. Greenhorn Wrangler, Top Hand Royal Ranger. Yeah, buddy. I grew up in it in the 60s, back when it first started in Texas. Parachute pants. Well, that's an oldie. We still have it here at the church that I go to where I live. And I'm the leader commander. We have our boys camp coming up in June, just a few weeks. And one of the activities is slingshots. So I will be running and manning that, teaching kids how to shoot. Very nice target arrangement. Thanks. What I got, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Sorry. You can see on the top, I've got the 5 tournament knockdowns. The smallest one is 40, the biggest one is 80. And you get points. A perfect score is 30 points. 10 for the 40, 8 for the 50, so on. Adds up to 30. On the bottom row, I've got a 50 and a 40 millimeter leather spinner that a friend gave me to test. It was his first version of them, and one of them's about to break, and I'm just trying to beat them up, stress test them. And then I got a wiffle golf ball thrown through some paracord. It's kind of fun to shoot at. And I got a wobbly pheasant head that the spring broke on, so I just shoved some holes in the leather and stuck them on there. And then I got 2 cans hanging there that we're going to shoot up in a little bit. And I got a little frog right over there that's fun to shoot at. See if I can hit him. Nope. Let me zoom back out. So I'm going to put a little zoom on it. There we go. A few more shots and we'll see if we can bust up a can. Cans are the best. Pull a different slingshot out for cans. We'll see how bad I am on that tonight. It's not my best shooter. Well, it's a great shooter. I'm just not good at it yet because it's a different technique. My slingshot friends know what I'm talking about, but you'll see in a second. Oh, there goes a bird. He just got by in time or he'd have got hit. Oh, I hit that pheasant like 3 times. See the Nerf X shot? I think I did. I've done some foam golf balls. I had a real golf ball on a piece of wire once. That was a bounce back danger. Do you know what is the best season to use these? The spring. I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke, but any season is good, depending. Spring and summer and fall are the best because it's no fun shooting when it's snowy. Plus your bands die off pretty quick in the cold. They lose their elasticity, but I'm sure loving it right now where I'm at. Sam's here. How you doing, buddy? I told everybody you seem to have done pretty good. Scored a couple slingshots, a go bag, some targets, some latex. Boy's coming home set. I'm very proud of him. Yeah, we're hitting that pheasant better now. It's about time to bust up a can. You know what that means, Sam? The butterfly's coming out so I can show you how bad I am at it. One more hit. There we go. All right, let's put this away. Ooh, an aluminum Nova and a G10 one. The G10 one's pretty. He showed me a picture of it. Very cool. Where'd you get the aluminum one from? Is that a Jordan thing? Because I know he likes to make them out of aluminum. Nova's a pretty good shooter. All right, for those of you that aren't sling shooters, this is what I like to bust cans with. This is a custom built slingshot, red, orange on one side, green on the other. The bands are much longer, so instead of shooting like this, you shoot like that. And it's much harder to aim, and I'm still learning, and I'm not real good at it. So you can laugh all you want. Call me Weston. You won't call me Weston, that's for sure. You can call me names. But it's fun learning. It's a new skill. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to shoot at the top can right there. I'm trying to figure a new grip out too. The one that I was using was bothering me. As far as the pouch goes, I think I've got it figured out. I just got to practice it a bit. Ooh, that hurts. Gotten a sore shoulder shooting this way because I'm just not used to it. We got a hit. That's a start. Let's go. The aiming on this type of shooting is much more complicated because you don't have a solid point here to work off of. So you just gently touch your face and hope you don't get ripped. Yeah, shooting long draw on speed is tough to get a fast score on because just more to it. That's pretty good for speed. In the amateur division, Sam, ain't nobody good at speed. Or they wouldn't be amateurs. Oops. Yeah, he was nervous, but I told you, Sam, you're going to make a lot of good friends there. I think you know that now. Met some people you've heard about, you've seen online. Finally got to meet Coin Worker, who's a riot. Oh, that was a hard hit. Sam likes him a Nova frame, that's for sure. They're really good shooters. I don't know anybody that's had one that didn't like it. Oh, I thought that was going to hit. It would have been a hard hit. Felt good. Oh, I'm so dang close. Magic trick on my show. Play that. That's cool. Bet that was fun. He's good at it. Man, I am so very close. I'm at the point where I need to make all these tiny little minor adjustments and get the muscle memory figured out so I can replicate it. And just got to get that stuff figured out. It's taking me time. It was a good one. Yeah, Coin's a fun dude. We had fun. He was fun at the tournament I was at. It was a good hit. I think we're getting a little closer to dialed in a little bit now. All right, we're going to hit this time, boys. No, we're not. I lied. What's the secret to accuracy? All right, I'm going to give you a quick lesson. Not on this slingshot because this one is much more difficult, so it's not a beginner-friendly thing. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can show better. This is the one that I'm better with. All right, secret to accuracy, how to aim. That's the fun part. All right, so first, if you're interested, I have a course of 4 or 5 videos on my YouTube channel down in the description called Slingshot Basics that goes over everything from the kinds of slingshots to grips to all that stuff. And by the time you get through that, if you practice the stuff, you'll be hitting cans, no problem. All right, so first, quick tutorial how you aim. First thing to do is to hold your ammo like this. Don't do this. This is what everybody does. They hold in front of the ammo so that when you let go, this finger is going to come up quicker, creates a bump, and it slings it high. And if you can see those white spots on my frame, that's where the ammo hit it. You don't want to do that. You want to hold it this way, not that way. This way, not that way. Next is I have an anchor point. For this size frame, the anchor point is the bottom of my cheekbone. If I get my mechanics right, that spot right there will put me altitude-wise right on the target. So what I do is I line up like that, and I move out to aim. Now here's how I aim. Okay, when you're aiming a slingshot, you see the 2 bands? When I move them, oh, they disappeared. You only see 1 band now. When they get down to where you only see 1 band, you aim down that band, and the very top of the band is what you're aiming at. This particular slingshot has fiber optics on it, which helps aim. But generally, the top tip of your slingshot or the top of your band, when the 2 become 1, when they get married, right there. That's how you aim. In a nutshell. See if I can do it. Nope, miss, but just barely. A lot of it is mechanics, muscle memory. Practice, 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 practice. Sam, gotta go, man. Have fun. Do good tomorrow. Have a blast, man. Yeah, very, very similar to firearms and even more similar to archery. Very similar to archery. And since I showed you that, the part about this that makes it so hard is I don't have an anchor here. So when I'm pulled back, I literally touch it lightly to my face, and then there's something special we do with the pouch and how we hold it that makes the ammo fly up and over, and that's, you got to get all those pieces right and the same every time to get your accuracy. And I flinched on that one. So this is one I'm learning still. I just started doing the full butterfly, which is what we call the super long draw. I just started doing that like a week ago. So it takes time to get that dialed in. Is the rubber from an old bike inner tube? No, it's not. That's what you used way back in the day, when those big old fat surgical tubes that came on those wrist rockets that didn't work very well, you couldn't pull them back. Or you went and got a tree branch and made your own, you used the inside of a tube. The problem with those is the elongation factor on them, how far they'll stretch. was not very good. You could take those inner tubes and measure off an inch, and you could maybe only pull it like that far. You could only get like 2 to 1 ratio. These have a 6 to 7 to 1 ratio. So if I mark off an inch, look how far back I can pull it. So all of that elasticity makes the draw super lightweight. So when I'm pulled back, I'm only pulling 6 or 7 pounds. And then because it's got so much elongation factor that it just propels your ammo really well. Could you use the inner tubes? Yeah, but you're not going to get near the velocity, or it's just going to be harder. To get the speed you need, you're going to have to pull really hard. But in the old days, that's what you did. Can this kill animals? Yes, it can. Small animals. I know a lot of guys that hunt squirrels and rabbits with them. Where I live, the state I live in Wisconsin, we're not allowed to hunt with slingshots. It's against the law. I don't like wild game anyway, so I just like target shooting. So I'm not trying to get top speed, top kinetic energy out of everything. I'm just trying to shoot and have fun. But yes, you can kill animals. These kind of slingshots, you can easily kill a squirrel or a rabbit. You'd have to get a little bit bigger ammo on a rabbit. I do a little bit of pest control, critter control in my yard with chipmunks. And occasionally a raccoon will come by. One chewed a hole in my roof a couple years ago, so I don't like raccoons in my yard. I'll get my clay ammo out when the raccoon shows up, and I'll shoot him to scare him away. And I'm not going to kill a raccoon with this. There's no way. But I do send him home with a good bruise on his butt. Oh, that's 2 hits in a row. Look at me go. All right. Please don't touch your face with the band. That could hurt badly. Yes, we call that the butterfly kiss. This is called full butterfly. So when it goes by and hits you, when I shoot, it's hard to see. I just barely tap it to know that the bands are where I need them to be. And what I do is what I told you not to do when I showed you how to shoot earlier. I'm actually bending the pouch just the tiniest bit to give it a bump. So by doing that, it flies away from my face. Occasionally, if I get my fundamentals bad, it will just skin the side of my cheek. It's just a hazard, but it looks really cool. Why don't you get an air rifle? I used to have a pellet gun, BB gun. Problem is, I live in town. You can't see it, but there's an auto repair store literally 30 yards from me here. I got houses there. I got a street there, houses, and I'm 1 block off of Main Street. If I had an air rifle, people saw me shooting stuff with it, I'd be in trouble. Plus, with an air rifle, if you miss, you get a ricochet, who knows where it's going to go. It's going to go a lot farther than the slingshot's going to go. And Main Street is just less than a block that way. Main Street's probably 60 yards from here. It's very close. So an air rifle would not be good here in the city. Now, if I lived out in the country, I'd get my 22 out. I have a 22 rifle. But I can't shoot it here in town. I have to go other places to shoot it. But if I lived in the country, that would be that's what I'd be doing critter control with. I'd still be shooting slingshots just for fun. Tristan Johnson. Butterfly kiss. How romantic. Yeah, it ain't romantic when it happens, trust me. But that's the code name we gave it. Because this style of shooting that I'm doing, that I'm not very good at yet, is called full butterfly. So it's like you spread your wings. You gotta admit though, it does look cool. Come on. Cooperate with me, Pouch. It's just the slightest, gentlest, almost like you can just feel it touch the hair on the side of your cheek. You don't touch it hard. Hey, 149 still. Come on, people. 140 people on, and we got a whole 29 likes. You can do better than that. There we go. That was a good hit. Spun it around. Spun her around. See if we can get 2 in a row. Oh, yeah. 2 in a row. Can't get 3. You will occasionally see me push it up against my face, but that's because the bands start wiggling in the wind. Hey guys, how's it going? Shooting my slingshot, and I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. You want to come say hi? Yeah, you want to come see it? Okay. I got some kids walking by from my church. Huh? I'm not making a video, but I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah, baby in it.
Yeah, come on over. This is Teddy. He's a pretty good archer. And this is Maury. He would be a better archer if he showed up more for archery.
Yeah. And if he actually
you got me
knew
a
how
gift
to
card
aim.
to McDonald's?
No, that's
No?
ours.
What are you gonna get?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
What's your
got
YouTube
one.
channel?
He doesn't have one. Maury.
Tell him to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, subscribe to his also.
And tell them to double tap their screen so I can
double tap their screen so they and lock it in.
Yeah.
Maury,
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Also, go to
so you doing schoolwork?
No.
Yeah, they go to the Royal Ranger group that I work in. They're okay. They're good kids. That's my target range. Nicer than the one I have at the church.
Can I try?
No.
Aw.
No. I need to give you lessons. We should arrange it sometime where you come over and I will teach you to shoot on live.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You guys got to go to McDonald's.
Also, subscribe to GraySync123.
What's that?
GSync123. Yeah, that
What's
one.
GSync123?
That's our friend, Grayson's.
Oh.
Subscribe to him too.
Mine's Philip's Hobbies.
Yeah. Subscribe to Philip's Hobbies.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
You too, Philip.
Go get some ice cream, man. Eat some for me. Well, that was fun. There was 150 people on. We're down to 102 now. I think you scared them away.
Anybody donate?
Not yet today. That's what you should have told him to do. Should have said, give Philip $1,000.
Yeah, do that. Do you have what's it called? Do you have the thing that lets me hook up to the internet on your phone so I can subscribe to you?
No, I don't. You have to use your data plan.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, I smacked that can that time. He thinks that was fun. They're good kids. They just started coming recently, and they're both super nice young men. They're going to be at the boys' camp that we're going to soon, that I talked about. That can's about to break. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see the can when I break it. It is right there. Sir, thank you. Appreciate it. That's one of my callings, one of my gifts is to be mentors to young men. It's what I do. And I enjoy it. Come on, I'm so close to breaking the can. I might have to pull my other slingshot out. Thanks, McCaver. Appreciate it. I really do. They drive you nuts sometimes, but by loving kids, being a good influence, even if they screw up, they're going to remember you down the road and what you did for them. Oh, that was a good hit. Sorry if I get your names wrong. It's bright out and it's hard to see my phone. I can see the comments, but the names don't come in as good. Hey, CG's still around. Oh, I'm so close. It's good to have you on here, praising King Jesus. Yes, sir, buddy. That's what I'll be doing Sunday morning when I play my guitar. We're having church in the park this week. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Do you teach flying RC2? Watch one of your vids, very entertaining project. Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, let me get my reading glasses out. I can actually call you by your real name then, since you're asking questions. Oh, McIver. I was pretty close. Pretty close. I'm impressed. Yes, actually, the RC club that I belong to, about 40 minutes away, I am in charge of the new pilot program. We have like 4 or 5 people that teach young people or new people to fly. It's mostly old retired guys that learn to fly, but I've taught a number of boys to fly. In fact, that group that I work with, Royal Rangers, a couple of years ago, we had an aviation merit that I taught. And I brought in my RC flight simulator, and 2 kids really took to it. And they actually got their own planes and learned to fly pretty well. Problem with teaching kids to fly, especially young boys, is when they get to be like 9th or 10th grade, all of a sudden things start catching their eye, like, girls and cars. And then there's no time for flying planes. Yeah, that one project I built over the winter was kind of fun. I'm glad somebody watched it. Oh, that was close to ripping it. Okay, then, thank you for watching that. That is a great hobby. Here's the deal, though. My channel is called Philip's Hobbies, because that way I can have my RC content, I can have my slingshot content, I can have whatever I want. And for example, I published that flying video of the first flight of that airplane last Thursday, a week ago Thursday, and to date it has less than 100 views. I posted a Slingshot video yesterday morning, and the thing is well over 200 views already. The RC people just don't watch videos. I think the community, there's so many more content creators in the RC world that you have to fight against, and you have to come out with a unique voice to attract people. And it's hard to find that unique voice that makes them come. Slingshot community is hungry for content, and it's kind of created my niche here on YouTube, and my channel's blown up because of Slingshots. So I'll still make a few more RC videos, but not as many as I planned. If you want to see a fun one, MacIver, go to my channel and scroll back to the end, to the very beginning of my Slingshot videos. Oh, there it went. Got it. Broke it off. Go back to the very beginning of my Slingshot videos. I'm going to go down and get the can to show you. I keep talking. And find the last RC video that I did last fall. That's the one RC video that I've done that's getting good traffic. It's got well over 2,000 views. It's hilarious too. If you fly RC airplanes, oh, I was going to show you the can. Bring it back. Excuse me. If you fly RC airplanes, you've probably heard of the Aero Scout from Horizon Hobby. I took an Aero Scout. I mangled it. Took my Aero Scout that was crashed, pulled the wheels off, stuck them up on the wing, added a tail wheel on top of the wing rudder, and I have a plane that flies upside down. It's crazy. And then I programmed my radio so that I can fly upside down like it's right side up. And then I flip over 180 degrees, I flip a switch, and it flies right side up like it's right side up. And the people at the field think it's hilarious. And I put a power setup on it that's bigger than it's supposed to be, so it screams like nuts. Go watch that video. I think it's called Am I on Drugs, because it's really crazy. It's really a fun video. That one did pretty well. How long have we been on? Haven't even been an hour yet. 49 minutes. See if I can get back in my groove shooting with the short draw. This is called short draw. You saw what I was doing before was the full butterfly. That's much harder. This one, you have a solid anchor point here, and so you're aiming, and consistency, it's much easier to dial in. I'm going to hit that 50 millimeter target. I'm going to hit that frog. Frog is down in there somewhere. Hit him. First shot. Let me zoom in just a tiny bit so you guys can see some of that. What kind of slingshot is that? This particular one is the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. I like it. It fits my hand good. It's the first shot. It's the first slingshot that I really learned to shoot accurately with. It's even got fiber optics. You can get it at Simpleshot. If you're in the U.S., Simpleshot is a great place to start for your slingshot journey. They have lots of different kinds, from beginners to fancy metal and carbon fiber ones, and ammo and bands and pouches and targets. And it's a great place to get started if you're interested in slingshots. If you are interested, go down in the description of this video. I have a link to Simpleshot. If you use that link to buy something, I get a teeny little commission that helps me out so I can buy more stuff from Simpleshot. Because most of the money I get from there is going right back to them. So it's fun. They got some really good stuff. I believe the cool part about this one is it's polycarbonate. It's plastic. It's under 50, it's like $49.99, which is really cheap. A lot of hobbies like RC planes, there's no plane that's going to cost you $49.99 that you'll get this much fun out of. It's a very inexpensive hobby as hobbies go. There we got it. And I believe there's an LT2 starter pack for like $74.99. It's the Slingshot, a carrying pouch, a bunch of ammo, some band sets, some targets, everything you need to get started. And for under $100, you're shooting. And then if you do that, also go down in the description here and on my channel, I have a Slingshot Basics course. Watch that. It goes through all kind of fundamentals to get you shooting and learn what all the hobby is about. And once you get through that video and you practice a little, you'll be hitting cans in no time. Cans are a lot of fun. So there's my plug. Obviously, support my channel. LT2 is another mass. Yes, that's what this one is. Although, I'm getting an Axiom soon. Full disclosure, I had an Axiom X, which is their pro model. It's a red aluminum. Absolutely beautiful. And it's adjustable. You could adjust it this way. You could adjust the forks in and out to your liking. And I shot that thing religiously since like January or February. Just thousands of shots on that thing. Had some frame hits along the way when I was doing stuff and learning stuff. It's been a great slingshot. But recently, for some reason, I just was getting frame hit after frame hit after frame hit when everything else is fine. And then I'd pick this up and I'm dead on. I think what happened is some of the adjustments moved, and I've tried dialing it back in. I've tried setting it up identical to this. I can't get my targets back with it. I can't get my accuracy back. So I have officially retired it for now. I think part of my problem is because it's adjustable, even though it's screwed down, it moves the tiniest little bit, and then you have to dial it back in, which takes a while. And so I think if I go to a static frame that does not adjust, then if things aren't hitting right, it's my fundamentals that are messed up and not the frame. And I can track my fundamentals down a lot quicker. So I think I'm going to get me an Axiom. And if I like it, I'm going to get the G10 Pro version. Inexpensive, fun, and safe. Yes, it is. I mean, I've got a little bit of money invested in this, but not like I do my RC planes. I got maybe $300-400 worth of slingshots and stuff to cut bands. All told, I bet I don't have $1,000 total invested in this hobby. Where the RC planes, I got 8 or 10 planes in the basement, another 8 or 10 upstairs, plus my radio and all the accessories it takes to fly them. Much more expensive hobby. The cool part about this is you can do it in your backyard and people just think you're a kid out playing with a toy. And it's quiet except for when you hit cans. There we go. Did you ever kill a... No, I haven't killed a human. You're shooting marbles. No, I'm shooting 8mm steel bearings. If you're going to do competition, the standard sizes for competition are 7, 8, and 9.5mm. I've landed on 8. I just prefer it. I like the way it feels. I can use a slightly lighter weight band, so it's not as much work to shoot. And that's just what I've landed on. I like my 8mm steel. Cool part is when I'm done, I got a magnet, I go pick it all up. Could you kill a human? Maybe. if you hit them perfectly right in the eye and made it into their brain. Otherwise, with a slingshot, you're just going to put a real hurt on them. I would not want to do self-defense with one. Marbles are cool. I know a lot of people shoot marbles. Do you know what scares me about marbles? If you miss and they hit something hard, they're going to shatter. I shot a marble one time with a steel, and it just shattered glass everywhere. But they would probably be good for hunting. They'd probably be good for hunting. Yes, ball bearing comes in lots of sizes. You can get them all the way up to 12, 13 millimeter if you really want to do some damage. But you're going to need some big bands and a big pouch to shoot those babies. But you won't be doing that in competition. They won't let you. There we go. We got the pheasant again. All right, I think we need to have some fun. Usually when I bust up a can, I do it with my butterfly. Let's do it with this. See how much quicker it goes, how much harder it hits. Got another can hanging right there. We're going to blow it up. We zoom in just a tiny bit so you can see a little better. Now, if I was using 9.5 bearings, I would tear that can apart quicker. My best ever was 9 hits on the can, and I hit it just right and ripped it in half. Okay, here we go. Whoa, put a hole that big in it already. Hey, thanks, John. It does look like it is fun. It doesn't just look fun, it is. And the smack from a can is amazing. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a little white pole right there. I have a mic on it, so I've got a mic down there so you can hear. That probably sounded really cool. That probably sounded cool. That was a good hit. So that's 2 hits on the can. 3. See how many hits it takes to break it. Oh, I missed. It's 3 hits. 3 hits. Oh, I missed again. Dude, how can you miss a big old can? Hit. That's 4. I've seen that George spray. That guy's nuts. He built some crazy stuff. Hadn't had one for decades, but I love the one. Dude, they are so much better now than they used to be. One like this is only like $50, and the latex we have now is so fast and easy to pull. Like when I'm pulling this thing back, I bet I'm not pulling 6 pounds. I could do this all day as long as my fingers don't get tired. Yeah, that George Sprave, he does some crazy stuff. I've seen a few of his videos. He doesn't do as much slingshots anymore, though. He does other stuff, and that stuff doesn't really interest me. The slingshots do, though. I've seen a few of his slingshots. Oh, that was a hard hit. It's 5 hits. Oops, it's wrapped around. I gotta go fix that. It's 6 hits. Yep, it's beat up pretty good, but it's not about to break. We need a couple really good hits to just tear it. We've hit it 6 times now. Oh, that was a good one. That's 7 hits. 8. It's starting to come apart. It is fun. Can you please explain the mechanics of how you aim? Slingshots have a sight. His older videos contain a lot of info about methods. Yes. Okay, I'm going to give you a lesson. I did this earlier. Let me zoom back out so you can see better. All right. Quick lesson. First, if you really want to learn this, go down into, and there's a link to Slingshot Basics course on my YouTube channel. There's 4 or 5 videos in there that talk about everything from the kinds of frames to the kind of grips, the bands, how to hold it, how to aim it, anchor points, all kind of stuff. It's a good place to start, but I'll give you a 90-second version that doesn't dive as deep into it as those videos do. First thing I always tell people to get right is how you hold the pouch. Okay, almost everybody does this. They hold it in front because they think they can get a better grip on it. The problem is when you let go, if you were to ever let go of something, this finger is going to move faster than this finger. So what's going to happen is when you let go like this, when you pull that finger up, now this finger gets a speed bump and it pushes the ammo into your frame or off target. So hold your ammo like, I shoot like this. So this, not this. I don't know if you can see that. See, I've got the ammo. Now I'm pinching in front. You want to pinch the ammo, not the pouch. Second is how you hold the slingshot. I do the gangster style, we call it, side style. Slingshot's parallel to the ground here, perpendicular here. If you do this or this, see how one side's going to be tighter than the other? It's going to fling it into your frame. So you want this to be perpendicular, this to be level. Okay, now then I have an anchor point. When you see me pull back, I'm always right here. I've learned that with this size frame, the bottom of my cheekbone is my anchor point. If my fundamentals are right and everything else works and I get it right on the bottom of my cheekbone, I'll get a hit. So here's how you aim. And yes, it does have sights. This one has fiber optics. Hope that side broke. This side I shoot off. You can see the fiber optics. That helps you aim. You'll see in a second how they help. All right, so when you pull it back, this is what you're going to see looking down the slingshot. Okay, see the 2 bands? When the 2 bands get married and become one, right there, that's your aim. Right down those bands, where the band touches the top of your slingshot, or where that fiber optic is on this one, is your aim. So when that is all correct, when this is that way, this is that way, and this is that way, your ammo is going right down that top band. The very top of that elastic is where you're going to hit. In a nutshell, that's how you do it. So I hope that answered your question just a little bit. Richard, I think, is your name. I love to teach and I'd love to demonstrate. So if you like that and you want to get into this, go check my channel out and watch that basics course. All right, let's back to our can now, see if we can hit it with those basics. Okay, I got my grip. I'm going to put it right here on my cheekbone. I'm going to push out, line my bands up, aim with my sight, and I missed because I flinched. Just as I let go, I could feel this hand move. So I messed up. So let's do that again. Boom. Got the can right where I was aiming. This one, Carl, I think that's Kurt. This one is the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. It's the first slingshot that I really learned to shoot on well. About a year and a few months ago. About a year and a half ago. And you can get them from Simpleshot. If you're interested, there's a Simpleshot link down in the description. If you use that to buy your stuff, helps me out. I get a tiny little commission, which all the money goes back to Simpleshot. So I'm just going to buy more of their stuff because I like them. They're a really good place for starting. There's a lot of guys out there that make custom slingshots and fancy ones and beautiful works of art. But when you're learning, you don't want to shoot one of those because you'll break it and mess it up. So Simpleshot is great. These are like $49.99. So use that. And then if you're learning, like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, use the Slingshot Basics course down in the description also on my channel. It goes over all the different kinds of slingshots, different ways to aim, the grip, out, pouch, anchor points, all that stuff. Everything you need to get started. And if you watch it, you'll be hitting cans in no time. No, Cody, I would like to go to ECST, but one, I had work yesterday that I probably could have staked my way out of, but two, I don't like driving, and it's 9.5 hours. I really want to go next year, though. So I told my boss already, I may just have to go and find a way to do the driving or find somebody to go with me and share the driving. Good branch and some saw work. Yes, that will get you shooting. Hey, Cody, how's your wife doing? I know she's got twins on the way. Haven't heard from you lately. I was wondering how she was doing with the pregnancy. Poor Cody's going to have his hands full soon with twins. You missed it earlier, Cody. I was sucking big time. All right, one more shot with this, and then I'm going to try and pull the long draw out. Just because Cody, I don't think, seen me shooting full butterfly before. And I'm no good at it, but it's fun. Looks cool. All right, Cody, about a month ago, she stopped. There's a young lady, years ago, I used to sell shoes in a department store down in Florida. And one of the managers of our other store was pregnant with twins. And the doctor said, keep working. As long as you're physically able, it's good because you're getting exercise. It's good for the babies. She literally worked her shift one day and then went in the hospital that night and had them. She was bouncing off tables and displays. It was hilarious. All right. Cody, I don't know if you've seen it, but I learned full butterfly recently. I'm no good at it, but it's fun, and occasionally I hit stuff. Ironwood in my property. It makes mean club, but a slingshot is an idea. Yes, I've seen ironwood. Stuff is super heavy. If I remember right, it's the only wood in the world that doesn't float because it's so dense. I think that would make a great slingshot. It'd be hard to work with because it's hard as a rock. But I like a heavy slingshot. I don't like a lightweight. I want some heft that helps hold it still. I would love to have an ironwood slingshot. I think it would be cool. That was a bad shot. I swear I hit something with it. Cody, you didn't see my best there, buddy. Make sure I didn't bust my bands or nothing. Nope. Everything's good. Probably talking too much and not paying attention. Excuse me. What a gorgeous night here, people. Here we go. Got it. Didn't do much, but we got it. There are a lot of great teachers on here. I love it. Yes, I love to teach and I love to explain. Okay, fundamentally, I know what I'm doing. Am I a sniper? Do I hit every time? Am I right on target? No. But I know the fundamentals that will get you shooting. And I love to teach them. I love to answer questions and help people. I think that's my niche on YouTube, where my strength lies with my YouTube channel. And the live tonight really had a lot of people asking questions, and that's why I do them. I love when people ask me, how do you aim that? How do you do that? Because it's just fun. I like to teach. How my arthritis will handle it. Hands are bad at 72. I'm 66. Could you do it? I want to say it might be worth a try. And here's what you might want to do, Richard. Instead of trying to do what I'm doing here, you don't want to do that. You want to do the short draw like I was just doing. But what you could do, and there are some people that only shoot BBs, like you put in a BB gun. You use these really thin bands. If you only want to target shoot, use these. I'm using 0.45. That's how thick this is. 0.3 will shoot a BB really nice. It's got a tiny little pouch, and there's like the draw weight on it's like 3 or 4 pounds at the most. And you could do some target shooting in your basement. You could do it in your yard, super easy with BBs. Or some people, if they don't want the BBs because they don't deteriorate. I know some people shoot airsoft pellets, BBs, same size as BBs, but they're airsoft and they make biodegradable ones. So those you could shoot in your yard and not worry about it. So that might be a way for you to try it out, Richard. A simple slingshot, not one of these. You don't want one of these, like that Scout LT2 that I was just shooting. Something like that, and some special super thin bands, and shoot BBs. It's very, very low stress on the body. It's a way a lot of people teach kids to shoot that way. Had my face blade there a few weeks back. Were you practicing your long drive? I don't have trouble with the kisses so much. I just can't get my accuracy down. I'm very close. I'm just not dialed in. Some days I come out here and I'll hit the can 6 or 7 times out of 10, and some days I'm lucky if I can miss and hit my garage. Seem to be doing okay now. My can's wrapped around the paracord. You know what might help? Hang on a second. A drink. See? Even got Simpleshot in my water bottle. That was yummy. We have good water in our house. Look at that. A drink, and see how good I did. Yes, maybe I should get another drink. No, it's not alcohol, it's water. I don't drink alcohol. Let me go and wrap it. It'll be more fun. Plus I need to move. Yeah, she's wrapped good. Oh man, it's just beat the heck. There ain't much left of that can, boys. Ooh. Ah, my leg is really bothering me tonight. That was not good. Somebody sent a flow state. I'm not completely sure what that is, but I think if I get enough of them, I get a couple pennies. That's cool. All right, let's see if we can finish off that can now. I knocked a piece of aluminum off of it. There it went. Oh yeah, we blew that sucker up. She once bought on with the lasers, couldn't hit poop. Yeah, those lasers, from what I gathered on Slingshots, let me zoom out. You don't need to be seeing my ugly face that close. I've seen those Slingshots on Amazon with lasers. What I've gathered, those lasers are so weak you can't see them unless you're in the dark. It's totally useless. The big thing is aiming down the bands and having your fundamentals right. You don't need the gimmicks. You don't need all that. You don't need the fiber optics like I have. It just makes it easier. Good night, all. Hey, thanks, Richard. Thanks for popping in. Hope I answered some questions and created a little spark in you. South Florida here again. Hey, John, how's it going? I remember you. Those would all be hits on an animal or person. Yes, they would. Well, not all, depending on how big the animal is. The butterfly kiss you support. Butterfly kisses suck. Darian, thank you. Be in the flow state. All right, we're back to short draw because I'm just better at it. See if I can hit what's left of that can. Went right between the two pieces of aluminum shards there hanging down. Well, poop. I am like right on it, just a hair under it. Oh, squirrel just ran by, almost got his head boinked. We feed the squirrels in our yard. There's peanuts everywhere. They're like my wife's pets. There, we got it. Not very hard, but we got it. There he goes up the tree. Oh, we hurt the can that time. Looking forward to getting my first one soon. Good night. Hey, make sure you use that Simpleshot. I'd appreciate it. Really would. Got my first payment from the other day from my commissions, and next week I'm going to be placing an order. In case you're wondering, if you have the affiliate commission, you're not allowed to use it when you buy stuff. They will cut you off. But I sure like it when you guys go out and get stuff from them. Doesn't cost you anything extra. And they're excited because I'm sending them business that may not have otherwise found them. I'm not hitting very good. Wonder if my bands are wearing out. That and I'm just can't hold still anymore. I think I need another drink. Oh. Yes, you can make one, Chuck. There's a lot of people that just go out in the woods and get a tree branch and throw some elastic on it, and they've got a nice slingshot. It's cheaper than this if you know how to do it. I don't have anywhere to go get them. And I don't do woodworking, so I don't have any tools, really. Not good tools. I just like shooting. I'd love to have a wood shop, though. If I had a workshop, I would make them. I would make custom frames. I like doing that stuff. I just don't have anywhere to put a wood shop. I am shooting at that middle target on the top, and every time I'm that far off. What's the best rubber band to use? That is a $64 million question. It's hard to know. I've got this 0.45. It's all in your preference and your taste. This is 0.45 from Tritium Sling Co. Okay, I know the guy that sells the stuff, Weston Crockett. Hawk Slings is his name. There's purple and the pink that I was shooting on my other one. I did some speed tests on them on equal sized bands, and the speed was pretty much identical. However, when I did a test where I held the bands for 5 seconds before I let go, the purple held their speed a little bit better. That's why people say they're better for short draw and for winter. There's people, Omega, Sniper Sling, Simpleshot. They come in point 0.4, point 0.5, point 0.6, point 0.7, point 0.8, 1 millimeter. They got so many different kinds of bands, and a lot of them, it's all the elasticity. It's what you like. I like these because they have a smooth, buttery draw on them. And when I'm pulling back here, I'm only pulling 5 or 6 pounds to pull the Slingshot. And I like that because it doesn't tire me out. So I can't tell you what the best bands are. I swear by these. Somebody else will swear at them. Hey, Thrill Billy. You got on better late than never. You busted up 2 cans. I'm not shooting my best tonight. I've missed a lot. That's hitting pretty good there for a while in the middle, but right now, starting to fall off. I got the pheasant. That's good. Sniper Sing yellow draws nice too. Yes, they do. I have some precision .55 yellow that I really liked for a while. And then I think I got a section of the band where there was an irregularity in it. Because no matter what I did, I was hitting the frame, bouncing it off the ground. I couldn't do nothing with it. It may have been the bands were wore out. I did it with new bands. I gave up on it. I still have a tiny little piece of it. I have one Slingshot banded up with it that I use for critter control because it's .55. It carries a little more punch. Right now, I'm a believer in the pink and purple, but I'm not opposed to trying somebody else's bands. Maybe some from Y-Shot X or things like that. Ooh, neighbor's dog's out. He's a good doggy. Hello. Hi there. I just don't want to buy a whole bunch of elastic and get it and not like it. So if somebody has some and wants to let me, had it on a sling and could let me try it, I might be a little more convinced, but I'll probably venture out of my comfort zone here soon. Simpleshot makes great elastic, but it's black. I like color. Plus, for me, the way my eyes work, the black elastic, boom, is harder to see down and aim for me. The colors stand out in my vision better. That's why I like the pink and purple. I see better with it. That was dead on the 60. The prairie dogs in Texas. No, I lived in Texas, but where I lived, we were in a suburb of Houston. We didn't have prairie dogs. And I didn't know how to shoot a slingshot then. I've shot chipmunks here in Wisconsin. There's only 1 or 2 running around this year because I cleaned them out last year. I cleaned them out. Drop my ammo. Oh, got the 50. Buddy. See if I can get that 40 now. Oh, so close. So close. There, we got it. Oh, that's a little better. All right, we're an hour and 26 in. You know, guys, I think I'm going to start winding down here. My leg is starting to bother me. It's that nerve thing I got in my hip that makes my leg go numb. Need to go sit down, chill out for a little bit. The numbness will go away pretty quick. I tried to stretch it there a minute ago and stretch that thigh muscle, and that was not a good idea. Not a good idea. No, I don't eat the wild game. There's nothing on a chipmunk because they're so tiny. They're just pests. They tear your house up if they get in. They'll eat the wires in your car. They're just bad news. The squirrels my wife treats like pets. We shoot squirrels. Squirrels you have to have a license to shoot, and you can't hunt with a slingshot in Wisconsin. With pest control, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Oh, if you made me some chipmunk gravy, I might try it. Boom. I take my time. I do better. Yes, this is the LT2 Thrillbilly. Oh, you know about my Axiom X being retired. I'll need to tell you about that. You see my often cool, terrific, Tom. I appreciate it. Hey, buddy, you are welcome anytime on my live streams. I try and do them a couple of times a weekend when I can, depending on the weather. I have a place in the basement of my church on our archery range I can use if I want to and the weather's bad. But I just don't want to go indoors right now because the weather's nice. But follow my channel. Look at some of the videos there, especially that course if you're interested in learning. Feel free to reach out and send me questions. Ask me for advice, tips. I love to help. I think you can find my email on my YouTube channel. If not, if you're on Facebook, look me up. I'm Philip with one L, Philip. Last name is Hinkle. And you'll see a picture of my red slingshot on the profile. Feel free to shoot me a friend request, and we can message each other back and forth there. I'm happy to help you as you grow in the hobby. Oh, that spinner is going to break soon. Have you tried the Scout X? No, I haven't, Thrillbilly. I think I'd mentioned that to you before. It's a great slingshot, but I'm a little 5'6" dude, and I know it's a 100mm frame. And it's a big frame. And I don't think it'd be comfortable because it looks like this, so it's a pinch grip, and anything bigger than this I'm not comfortable on. I would shoot one if somebody handed it to me to try out. I'd be happy to try it, but don't think I want to go Scout X. My hands are too small. At least that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thrillbilly just got him a new one in the sling mail. The Cleaver Pro. Looks like a pretty nasty piece of weaponry, I must say. I want to hit that 50 one more time really good. And then we'll get one more smack on the can and we will call it a night. Man, just on the edge of it. Come on, Philip. You know, it's kind of okay. I can do better. One more shot at it. Then I'm going for that can. What's left of it? There we go. That was a good hit. And we're going to bust the can one more time. What's left of it? That was a good way to end. I like that. Cleaver Pro. Absolute recommendation. Yes, he just got it and loves it. I'm subscribing Sam too. Yes, Sam is a young man. He's a really good shot. He's a buddy of mine. I'm like his slingshot uncle. He calls me Uncle Philip. I'm mentoring him and helping him become a better young man and not get in trouble and stuff like that. So Sam is like my adopted kid in the slingshot world. I love Sam. Anyway, it's nice talking to everyone. Make sure you subscribe and like down below. Thanks for everyone. 61 likes. We had up to 150 people on at times. Remember, Simpleshot if you're going to buy a slingshot. I love it. It helps me out. Use that link in the description, and I get a teeny little commission, a few dollars here and there, and it really helps me buy new stuff. I'm going to buy it all through Simpleshot. That's where all that money's coming from. So if you want to learn, remember the Slingshot Basics on my YouTube channel. There's a link also there. Check that out. And you want to catch me on Facebook, Philip Hinkle with 1L. Send me a friend request. Love to help you out. Love to talk to you. In the meantime, it's time for me to go sit down, get some water, and cool off a little bit. The sun's beaming right on me. So you guys have a great weekend. We may be back tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see how the weather is and how I am. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Keep slinging, and God bless everybody. Take care.